The advice used to be pick a niche, but lately I'm starting to notice a lot of creators are actually asking us not to pick a niche, and I didn't fully understand what that actually meant until I started posting on YouTube. That's when it's starting to make sense for me. So today I want to break down what pick a niche actually means and why it is working against you as a beginner. And I'm also going to be sharing in this video what you are supposed to be doing instead, because there's actually a simpler way to get this done. Hello and welcome to this channel. My name is Christiana, and on this channel I share my real journey of building online income, and I share things that I'm learning along the way as I grow. And if that sounds like something that you are interested in, please do well to subscribe to this channel. But first, let's be clear about what it means when someone is telling you to pick a niche. So what they are basically telling you is for you to choose your lane. They are telling you to choose a topic, pick one corner of the internet, make your content revolve around that. So in my case, if I were to pick a niche, I'll be looking at niches like online business niche. I'll be looking at things like make money online niche, or I'll be looking at digital product / digital marketing niche. So those are the niche that I will be picking from if I were to be picking a niche. So out of all of these niches, for me, I'll most likely go with the digital product, because that niche is a bit more narrowed down. Because when you're looking at online businesses, make money online, these are so much broader, right? So I'll most likely pick digital products for my niche. And then I'll tell myself that these are the topics that I'm going to stick to within my niche. This makes sense in theory, but the problem starts to arise when you start creating content within that specific niche that you've chosen. So let's say that I've picked the digital product niche, right? So one of the popular ways for you to get content ideas and the method is for you to use the outlier method. Okay, so this is what this strategy looks like. So you are going to go on YouTube, you are going to search your niche. So let's say make money online or online business. You are going to search that, and then you are going to look at creators that are doing well in your niche, and then you are going to go on their YouTube channel. You are going to look at their popular videos. Okay, so YouTube lets you see that. So when you look at their popular video, you are going to take note of maybe the top 3 or top 4. You are going to put that down somewhere, and you're going to do this with different creators, and then you are going to start recreating those content for your own channel. And as I was trying to do this for my niche, I'm starting to notice that these content that are doing well for these creators, they are the contents that I cannot do yet as a beginner, because these are creators that are production teams. These are creators that have the income claims to back whatever they are telling you. They have the credibility, they have the proof, right? And most of this content lean in that direction, and I do not have that. So me trying to recreate this kind of content without having the proof, so I'm starting to notice content that are put out by creators with years of experience that I don't even have yet. So I couldn't compete with those kind of content. So by default, picking this niche is putting me in a lane that I'm not even ready to race in yet. This is actually so much bigger than the content idea problem. Let me explain to you what else happens when you pick a niche too early. When you commit yourself into a niche very early on as a beginner, you are locking yourself into an identity you haven't even fully grown into yet. So you are basically saying, this is who I am on YouTube, before you even know all the kind of creator you even want to be in the first place. or what your audience even respond to. That pressure also makes people quit early, right? Because you want your video to be fitting in the category of your niche. Then every idea you have start to get filtered out. You start to think, oh, this does not fit my niche. Oh, this does not fit the kind of content that I make within my niche. The moment a content idea you have doesn't fit in your niche, you start to maybe force yourself to create this content, or you basically discard that content idea, and neither of these things are good for you. Another thing that people don't talk about when you pick a niche too early is that niche is simply a topic, right? And people are not loyal to the topic. Okay, when someone watch your video on YouTube, those people come back to your channel because of you, not because of your topic. They come back because they trust you, they come back because they relate to you, they come back because of how you deliver your story, they come back because they like how you think. The niche is not what is going to build that connection. You do. So if you are solely focused on staying in your lane and just sticking to your niche, you will most likely lose your personality in the process. You've basically just lost the thing that makes people subscribe. And there is also a confidence problem. Okay, so when you pick a niche and you're trying to like stick with this niche, every time that you sit down to create a content, you start to measure yourself against people in this niche who have already done the thing. That comparison kills momentum. Like, it's easy to look into your niche and see top creators, big creators. You start to think that what reason should people watch your content over these people that are doing so well within your niche? This is when you start to second guess yourself. This is when you start to think, like, is there even space for you, like, in this niche? Like, do you even have room? You start to wonder, should you even be in this space in the first place? Is this for you? And that mental weight and mental battle is like real, and this is why a lot of people just get paralyzed and just feel stuck because they picked a lane that make them feel like they do not belong in this space. And that's when I'm starting to understand what don't pick a niche actually mean, at least the way I interpreted that, the way I understood that. But if you're not supposed to pick a niche, what are you supposed to be doing? So here is what I want you to do. So instead of picking a niche, a topic, or a category, I want you to pick a person instead. Okay, I want you to pick a real person with a specific problem, specific person going through one specific thing, and then make a content that is useful for that person. It's as simple as that. That is what you need to be doing as a beginner. Forget about the niche, forget about the category, forget about other creators. Pick one person and start solving a problem for that person. That is where you need to start as a complete beginner. So in my case, the person looks like someone who is building their first online income stream, who is creating content from scratch with no team, no editor, no crazy equipment, like someone that is just starting. Maybe they just have their phone to start with. Someone who have no proof yet, they don't have huge numbers to show. Someone who wants financial freedom but hasn't gotten there yet. Someone who is exactly where I am right now. So this is the person I will pick to make a content from. So when I make a content for that person, I know exactly what to say to this person. I don't have to go through years of research to know if what I'm saying to them is true, because I am living it, or I have lived it. So pick someone you want to help. Pick someone whose problem you understand. Pick someone you can actually speak to and connect to and relate to. Because when you focus on a person, your content becomes so much much easier and it becomes so much clearer. Now you are no longer just saying I'm in the digital product niche, I'm in the digital marketing niche. Instead, you are starting to, what mistake can I help this person avoid? Can I clear up for this person? And what can I say that can actually help this person move forward? And if you are sitting there thinking that I don't even know who to help, what I will ask you to do is for you to start with yourself, with the problems that you have. Start with the mistakes that you've made. Start with the big breakthrough that you've had, the things that you know now that would have helped you before. This is such a powerful place to begin. Now you are not forcing content just for the sake of posting, right? You are actually creating something from a real place. I also think that it makes your beginner content even more relatable, because now you are not trying to sound like somebody that is like 10 steps ahead of you, and you are also not creating a content because it performed well for somebody else. But you are speaking from your own point of view. You are speaking from your own understanding. You are speaking from your own interest, from your own real life experience. And that's actually what helps you to stand out. Like, you are not just saying the things that everybody else is saying. I finally understand that phrase differently now. I really don't think the answers for beginner is to obsess over picking a niche, trying to compete with creators who are already way ahead, who already have years of experience doing this, who already have the proof, the credibility, you know, the numbers that you as a beginner just don't have at the moment. So it's so much better to start by picking a person and solving a problem for that person, actually being useful to that person. Solve problems, share clarity, share the things that you've been through. Speak from what you know, what you are learning, what you are experiencing. And that doesn't mean you have to stay there forever. Like, that doesn't mean that's what your content is going to be about forever, but that means that this is where you start, right? This is where you continue to grow as you now start to build your own credibility, as well as you start to, you know, build your own proof in this space. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find it helpful, and if you liked this video, I want you to watch this video next. Okay, so in this video I share my social media struggles, why I stopped posting on Instagram, and now why I'm putting my content on YouTube instead. So if you enjoy this video, you are going to enjoy that video as well. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.